Hello friends, it's Tim here from Super Mayhem. Oh! And boy howdy do we have some more game hacking action for you today. So for my first foray into the Pokémon world, I thought we would take on the best-selling game for the Game Boy, Pokémon Red. And whilst we were at it, check out some Game Genie and GameShark codes for the game that spice things up a little bit. If you enjoy this video, make sure you smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and ring the bell. And off we go with the show. Starting off with the Game Genie code 3E1-6B9-2AA. When you have this bad boy in place, you literally kill any Pokemon you face with just one hit. Bam! You are done. It's pretty much the most hardcore code for this game, as you can just slash down anyone at any point in the game with just one attack. Take that, Pokemon friend. Oh man, now I feel bad. If you prefer the more humane touch, then the Game Genie code C96-BC9-081 may be more your style. With this in place, you are still guaranteed to win, as your opponent Pokemon will just never attack. It is always your turn. This means you can hammer that A button taking down your foe without the ethical implications of the one-hit kill, even if it is kinda the same thing just slowed down. Oh well, it's still fun. If you want to feel like even more of a pro, you can try the GameShark code 01FF56D3 and then check out your character screen. Now it will show you have collected all of the gym badges like you have beat them all. I think this is a new speedrun record for me. 12 minutes into the game and I have all the badges. Professor Oak won't know what hit him. But I guess it does kinda take out some of the challenge of the whole experience for Pokemon, but at least you look like a pro, I guess. Moving on, you can actually use the GameShark code 010138CD, which makes it so you can actually bypass any walls or anything blocking your path. This is pretty epic, as you can just cruise around anywhere on the map you want, even over water. But I did get a little too ambitious and somehow managed to freeze the game by taking a detour over some boulders. But it was still pretty cool as well. I was intrigued by the code 001-23C-2AE, which simply stated that when you first meet Oak, something weird happens. So I had to try it out. So I started a new game, went to the grass, chatted to Oak, and bam! Game froze again. So I guess something weird did happen, but not really a good weird. A more fun GameShark code is 01FF16D0. When you have this bad boy in place, then any Pokemon you use has unlimited hit points. It even shows your max HP as way higher than it actually should be, which is pretty cool. Obviously this is super handy, as you can take down any opponent without having to worry about your hit points draining, allowing you to keep owning with whichever Pokemon you want to level up. Moving on to this next clip, this time I used two GameShark codes. The first code is 01033CD1, which makes it so you won't have any encounters when you run in the wild, meaning you can cruise through any grassy area without having to actually battle any Pokemon at all. I guess this is kind of a bit redundant when you are playing a game about battling Pokemon, but it's still kind of handy if you are trying to do a speedrun. The second code is a little bit more useful. If you enter in 019947D3, now Ash, or whatever name you choose, has unlimited money. In this actual clip, I also used the epic code 01017CCF, which allows you to buy a Master Ball from any Pokemart for actually $0. That's right. So I stocked up good on these buggers right in the first shop without hurting my already unlimited budget. Now I am a true Pokemon master. A similar code is 01287CCF, but this one puts in rare candies into any mart you want. So as long as you have the coin, you can buy as many as you like. Combining these few codes will have you taking on the world of Pokemon like a pro in no time. This gets even better with the Game Genie code 00E-87B-2A2. With this bad boy in action, you also get unlimited item usage. This means you can use those Master Pokeballs you purchased, or any other item, and use it again and again without the number ever decreasing. Catch them all without having to worry about your item collection dwindling. There is also the Game Genie code C92-19C-D5D, which allows you to bypass trainer battles. But being a newcomer to the series, I thought it was more fun to take on Brock and have a bit of a giggle at my one-hit, not very effective takedown of his rock-type Pokémon. Hey, at least I gave him a chance, right? Well, kinda. So in this attempt I didn't actually make my way over to the Safari Zone personally, but you can enter the GameShark code 016447DA at any time you want, and you will now have unlimited Safari balls in your inventory. You can also use the code 01F00ED7 to stay in the Safari Zone for as long as you want. I imagine this would be fun, but I didn't feel the urge to explore that far into the map. But the last code I wanted to check out is pretty rad. It required starting a new game, but it basically lets you select which type of Pokemon will be in the first starter balls provided by Professor Oak. These Game Genie codes vary a bit depending on which type of Pokemon you do want. There are 3 codes, one for each Pokeball, and you just modify the first 2 characters of the code to input which Pokemon you want in each of the first Pokeballs. I went with 151-1FA-2AC, which puts in Mew into the middle Pokeball choice. I thought this was fitting as it was the last Pokemon on the list for this game, and made me feel like I had at least achieved something with my life, even if it was just for a second. It still says it's Bulbasaur and a water type when you do pick it, but it is Mew you will be fighting with, so it's pretty amusing seeing Gary get flattened by Mew in the first battle. It's one of life's little pleasures, I guess. Anyway, that's it for today, my friends. I do hope you enjoyed this quick visit into the world of Pokemon hacking with me. If you did, then be sure to smash a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought of my battle skills, and maybe share this video with your friends as well. And with all that said, I'll catch you soon, my friends.